This is an extremely important video, especially for the quote-unquote African American women. I'm about to explain who you are, your importance on Earth, and why our enemies are psychologically targeting you with spells. Please stay tuned and don't get triggered by anything I'm about to say, and stick to the end. Act as if this is a story time. Y'all may not know we are in the middle of a spiritual war because we already died in the last world, and I will explain that later. But the quote-unquote African American women holds the key to the outcome of the humans. This is why your vote matters more than anyone else's. So ask yourself, what do you have to do in order to vote? You have to register your vessel, just like you register your car every year. It's the exact same thing. You are literally giving consent to the state and the GOV to have control over your vessel, which is giving up possession of your energy. Since there are way more black women than there is black men, y'all possess the most energy, and we control this matrix. And if y'all just gave up all y'all energy to them, now they control the matrix. This is why black women versus black men is a thing. They know this, you don't. So I'm about to give you a quick rundown on how humans was created. So before the Bible and his story was told to us, the real God name is one. They might even refer that in the Bible as the one living God. Then there's man, it's the image of that living God. And we have the Pleiadians, which is like the image of man, but it has no melanin. And we have the Greys, which is what we think are aliens with the big eyes. These was the original creations in heaven. So all the original creations in heaven are automatically gods because they have spirits. Spirits are actually stars. This is where the energy comes from. And the gray right here on this dollar bill is named God El, also known as Jacob in the Bible, or Yakub. He created a magical freshwater dragon with a spirit named Neptune, also known as Amon, Yahweh, Adam, and David. This is why the star David is on the forehead of God El, and also represents the seal of Solomon, which is Satan. And I'm gonna explain that later also. But you cannot deny this because it's literally on a dollar bill. This is the God they tricked you to trust. This is why everyone chasing a bag, their spells on the money. Also, the 13 stars represents the 13 colonies that took over America. So Neptune then created Mars, which is a golden fire dragon. I may know as Ra, Enoch, Apollo, Azazel, Alexander. He then created Uranus, which is a saltwater dragon. Y'all may know as Eve, Tiamat. These three are magical dragons. These are the dragons they talk about in the Bible. This is why a lot of countries love dragons. They are real. These are the image of a dragon. In Genesis, they are talking about the first dragon created, which is Neptune. Adam, Amon, Yahweh, the same spirit. And they're saying they create mankind in his image. So this means mankind is clearly a different image from the God of the Bible. So they're saying they're going to turn the image of man into the image of a dragon. So Neptune used the image of man DNA and Earth to create humans, which manifested as twins. Male, the positive energy, female, the negative energy, which is a toroidal field because they use pure energy and split it into two. This is why we literally need each other. Everything's energy, everything's in a toroidal field. This is why the pee piece of the male looks like the end of a snake. This is why the juice box of a female looks like the opening of a snake's mouth. That's what the affinity symbol means. That's what the Facebook symbol means. That's what the hospital symbol means. The same general meaning that we're stuck in some type of cycle. As long as we keep creating, we keep splitting our energy more and more and more and give them more possibility to control it. The thing is, we only need like 15% of us to wake up to break these cycles. So Earth is the center of the universe. The original planet, meaning all life started here. That's the reason they enslaved us for our energy. This is why all planets rotate around us. If we all knew this, we would never ever focus our energy negatively towards each other. Black woman versus black man wouldn't exist. Black on black crime wouldn't exist. We'd be working together to overcome these obstacles. This is why they make us think we're the only sentient life forms with intelligence. Why do you think they're coming out now and exposing that UFOs, UAPs, alien life forms, everything like that is real? Because they're running out of time. That's why they're pushing to control our energy so hard right now. And again, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. So we all know that we above almost everything in the universe because everything started from us. Everyone will gladly assume their roles with no questions asked. So as I stated earlier, they used the image of man, DNA, to create the original humans. The male positive energy, female negative energy. All the original humans in the first world were all black people. Also, every 120 to 150 years, there's a reset. Again, I know it sounds crazy, but I'll explain it even further as we get down this line. So in the second world, There's the second generations of humans because the male and females mated with each other. But then the image of man, the angels, came down and mated with the female humans because it's positive energy and replaced the male positive energy. This is how the female human was able to mate with the angel. And that became a problem because these humans became greater than a creator, which is a dragon, Neptune, which is Amon, Adam, Yahweh of the Bible. In Genesis, it says, as the human beings increased in number, the sons of God, which is the image of man, who are the quote-unquote African-American men, married the human women. When they refer to marriage, they mean having a child. It's the only thing that lasts forever. Marriage here is a scam. You are giving up your rights to the state. So when the angels mated with the human women, which made them greater than him, which is the God of the Bible, he limited the years to 120. This is why we forget our past lives, because if we live long enough, we will learn that we can get out of this. Now, after that reset into the third world, we have a third generation of humans, and now gods. Saturn, who was created with Earth. Y'all may know what Set and Satan or Solomon. He is the first serpent, which is the first reptilian, the half dragon, half man. Since he was considered half man, he was able to experiment on mankind, creating other gods we may know as the Elohim, Anunnaki, Galactic Federation. So once this war started, it caused us to fall in frequency into a black hole because of the positive energy and the negative energies. The eclipse you seen earlier this year was the black hole sun, which proves this. On the actual surface of Earth, it looks like a black hole, but since we're in it, it looks like a black sun. So the term fallen was because of the war, since we was originally in heaven and we fell below the plane of inertia into the underworld. We are the fallen angels in the Bible. We are the ones that hate because we are favored by the one true living God. This is why racism exists. After that reset, we are now in the fourth world. And as you can see, there's two bloodlines now that all look alike, as in human vessels. So you got the fourth generation of humans and gods. And we have Satan's bloodline, who is the Israelites. So since Satan and his bloodline is of negative polarity, they are able to mate with the god race of women. Because when these women became gods, instead of them taking on a negative energy, they took on the positive energy, which allows the negative polarity beings to mate with a positive polarity being. And this is exactly why it continues on today. They're trying to destroy this bloodline. Also, since we're in the fourth world, this is where the 400 years of slavery comes from. The angels been enslaved from the beginning, and the humans began to be enslaved once they started mixing with the angels. So the Israelites look just like humans because they use human DNA, but been mixed with the serpent. This is why they have different shades and features. Since there's 7 reptile planets, 7 princes of hell, 7 continents, 7 main races. All the wars you've been hearing of, they've been offing all the original humans around the world and mating with them, creating these other races, who also the elites is literally in the name. This is why black versus black exists. This is why they sexualize our women, because they know the trauma they cause that's still in your DNA, because all the great and offings you've seen of these people. That's why they promote no accountability, because they know how destructive it is. And all of Satan's bloodline have to be judged. This is why it's coming down to become a transhuman into the underworld or become a god. And that's why all the black people, the god races, is just gonna become a god anyways, because we've been enslaved from the beginning. And these people helped out enslaving these people. Just think about it. Look around the world. Look at who's running all the businesses. Look at who gets a bad end of the stick no matter what it is, no matter where you are. It's not a coincidence that people from other countries don't like these people. To keep it simple, quote-unquote African American women is the portal to this reality. From heaven to here, from the underworld to here. This is why the ABORTION was such a big deal. They need us to replace their races. We are becoming the only race to be able to create. This is why other countries are literally paying quote-unquote African American men to come over and impregnate their women. This is why they create psyops on every level in order to destroy our family. They specifically target black women because of y'all connection to the underworld, and we don't have it. Y'all DNA is literally connected to every race, and that subconsciously influences you. This is why you see black women bash black men online 24/7 for no reason. The hate y'all feel towards us is not even your hate. It's coming from your descendants across the world. I made this video specifically for y'all in hopes that y'all do more research, start asking more questions, and realize we're in the middle of a spiritual war, and we don't have long before the reality changes again. The moment we focus all our energy on the truth and not the media, we all will finally be free. Hating black men is literally hating the only image of God, the one true living God. Racism is a psyop to trick the black women and the Israelites, which is all the other races, into staying at a low frequency and not be able to cross the gates into heaven. The thing most people don't know is that we are multi-dimensional. We can exist in different dimensions, but we've been trapped here. This is why I say we are enslaved. We are prisoners of war. This is why this whole place is designed to control black people, because we control the earth and the universe. Now I'm about to show y'all a video of one of y'all favorite artists' subliminal messages she put in a video. I can't play the music for obvious reasons, the copyrights, but check it out after this. I mean, she literally taunts men in the song saying you've never been to heaven, have you? But it basically explains the whole story I just told y'all in a quick music video, and it's clear to what their agenda is. It's clear she knows exactly what she's doing. It's so clear, y'all can't ignore this no more. Y'all see how y'all can come together and cancel about anything, anyone. Y'all already work together, but it's time to work the black man to reclaim my power. Anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace. This is the Garden of Eden in heaven. This is the image of man, and as y'all can see, their feet is clean, they're wrapped up. And they stumbling upon the garden, and they run across a spaceship. When you hear that they invaded in ships, they're talking about spaceships, not a boat. They notice him. They notice that he looked just like them. And they started eating. The angels, the image of man, they didn't need to eat in the beginning, but they ate anyways. But this lowers the frequency. And when your frequency is lower, it's the easier they are able to control you. So after it's low enough, they start placing spells on him. As y'all can see, he's in a witch's pot. They got a red tree in the background, signaling the root chakra. And now this is when the evil side comes out. The demons, like when I say y'all have a connection to the underworld, y'all portal from the underworld and heaven. So this is how the demons are able to speak to you and able to control you. And once they control you, they're able to control the image of man, which is God's image. This is how they control the reality. And right here, they're getting a piece of the pie because he's turned on, which means a piece of the genetics. The pie is energy. Think about it. Now they're having a baby, creating more beings like them. And they're shape-shifting, showing their true form. That's why they're leaving, and that's why their feet isn't clean anymore. So what they're trying to do is go back to heaven. But like they said, they made it with human women, and that was actually a sin. So what they're showing now is the image of man falling from heaven. This is why they call them the fallen angels. And since we're not in heaven, we're technically in their territory, which allows them to have more control over us. And right here she says, you've never been to heaven, have you? And they're mad because they've been conned. And their ultimate goal is to destroy the image of man. Because they already know they're damned. That's why they're already tied up. They're already in bondage. They can't leave here. But we can. They don't want us to leave. They just want to destroy us. Look at the agenda. Look around. Look at social media. It's clear as day. I just explained to y'all why they do this. And she is also in her own video. Y'all just seen the tongue. Clearly represents, you know what I'm saying, a snake. And then if y'all just thought twice about it, like, nah, it's just a video. She worshiping this.